Good morning, everybody. It's Joe at We the People Firearms Training in St. Charles, Illinois. Today I wanted to go over the 4 firearm safety rules with you. These are rules that everybody should know, whether you're new to guns or have shot them forever. You're never too good to know the rules. You're never above the rules, no matter how good you think you are behind the trigger. Now, why am I making this video? First of all, not only because everybody should know them, but everybody that comes to my class, the firearm safety rules are gone over at the beginning of every class, okay? Whether it's a beginner's class or an advanced class. Some of you guys might be taking somebody out to the range for the first time, okay? A friend, a neighbor, a co-worker, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, you have kids, you want kids to be knowledgeable about guns because you have them in the house, okay? All good reasons to know the 4 firearm safety rules. If you ever think you're too good for the 4 firearm safety rules, okay, that's when you need to put your guns away and never touch them again, okay? Because you're a danger to yourself and everybody around you. So the first of the 4 firearm safety rules is treat all firearms as if they're loaded, okay? Anytime you come up to a gun, anytime somebody hands you a gun, okay, check to make sure it's clear. If you're at a gun store and you're gonna buy a gun and the clerk shows you a gun, they should make sure it's clear. They should show you it's clear. Then when you pick it up, you double check, okay? When you clear a pistol, the first thing you're gonna do is drop the mag, okay? So we're going to demonstrate that here with my SIG P320, okay? First of all, I'm going to drop the magazine, okay? And for the rest of the purposes of today's video, I'm going to be pointing the gun that way. That is my safe direction. That's downrange, okay? So drop the mag, okay? Now I'm going to rack the slide to make sure that the gun is in fact clear. And I'm going to rack it not once, but 2 or 3 times just to verify, okay? So there's 1, okay, a round came out, 2, 3, okay? Now it should be clear, but I'm not going to just take that as gospel. I'm going to lock the slide to the rear, okay? Look down the magazine well, make sure I can see clear through it, and then check the chamber to make sure everything is completely clear, completely safe, okay? To show you what that looks like, I'm showing you, you can see me right now, okay? So you know the magazine well is clear. If you look down inside, you can see that there's no round seated in there, okay? You can even get your finger in there to double check, triple check, okay? Let's say you put the gun down for a while, okay, and you're gonna pick it back up again. Check to make sure it's clear. Okay, there's no perfect amount of times or set amount of times that you can 100% verify that this thing's clear, okay? If you're ever in one of my classes, it's going to get really annoying because every time I pick it up, I'm going to show everybody, okay, that it's clear. This way everybody's got the warm and fuzzies. This is the way it should be in any class that you go to, taught by any instructor, okay? Now, even though I'm 100% certain that this gun is clear right now, I'm still not going to point it at anybody. Okay, you notice right now it's pointing down, so it's pointing in a safe direction. I can't shoot anybody or hurt anybody with the gun pointed this way. Or I'm going to keep the gun pointed down range. Okay, that's to ensure that I don't accidentally bring it this way or bring it that way, or just wildly, you know, start swinging it around. Okay, that's called flagging somebody. Okay, anytime whatever the barrel passes in front of, okay, it's flagging that. Now it could be flagging the target, which is 100% positive thing. You never want to flag somebody you're shooting with or somebody in one of the other ranges. The other part of this is know the condition of your firearm. Okay, if you're a concealed carry holder, always know, do I have a round in the chamber? Okay, do I carry with the mag loaded but not one in the chamber? I don't recommend you doing that because that little half second that it takes for you to chamber around could be the difference between life and death. Okay, so now that we know the first one, treat all firearms as if they're loaded and know the condition of your firearm, we're going to go to the second rule, which is keep your finger straight and off the trigger until the sights are aligned and the decision to shoot has been made. Okay, now anytime you're at the range or you're around anybody that has a gun or is familiar with guns, your finger should always be off the trigger. Okay, if you have small hands, or even if you have large hands, keep your finger up here on the slide. Okay, this way, let's say you're shooting at a range, okay, and you're looking down range and you see somebody with their finger right here. You can't tell if their finger's on the trigger, off the trigger, whatever. If I keep my finger up here, okay, you're looking down the down range, you can see, or down the line, excuse me, you can see that my finger is not even near the trigger well. Okay, not only does it keep me safe, keeps everybody that's shooting at the range with me safe. Okay, when I say when the sights have been aligned and the decision to shoot has been made, what I'm saying is I'm going to present out to the target, get my sights aligned, then when I'm ready to shoot, my finger can come off the trigger, okay, and I'm ready to fire. Okay, that doesn't mean that if I'm gonna shoot towards the target that I'm gonna just pop on here and then present to the target. No, I'm going to present to the target, make sure my sights are aligned, then I can take my finger and put it on the trigger. Okay, it's really super important. Always keep your finger straight and off the trigger until the sights are aligned and the decision to shoot has been made. Okay, which brings us to rule number 3. Never point a firearm at anything you're not willing to destroy. Okay, the biggest problem I see at the range with new shooters and even experienced shooters that don't even really think about it or don't think about the rules too much is, and I'm going to point this that way, but there's no cameraman, it's just on a tripod, so we're safe. We're 100% safe. Yeah, I realize I'm pointing it at you, but you're sitting behind a computer screen right now, and there's no way that this round can pass through your computer screen and into you. So don't worry about it. I will see shooters go to the range, pow, 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 pow. Okay, slides locked to the back, and the first thing they do to reload a new magazine is this. They come this way to drop the magazine. Okay, what am I doing? I'm pointing this at everybody who's that side of the booth. Okay, if you're at an indoor range or even an outdoor range, those booths they have at indoor ranges are not bulletproof. Okay, so I could be pointing this at the unsuspecting person next to me who has no idea that I'm doing it, but I'm creating an unsafe situation. All right, you are responsible for every round that comes out of your gun. Okay, 100%. If you're shooting anywhere, you are responsible for all your rounds. Doesn't matter if it's in a gunfight, if somebody's attacking you, you're responsible for those rounds. Okay, that brings me to rule number 4. Know your target and what's beyond it. Okay, if you're shooting in an indoor range, everything's been set up for you to shoot 100% safe as long as you follow the range safety rules. If you're shooting in an outdoor range, or even if you're shooting at a friend's property, okay, and they set targets up, make sure you know what's beyond the target. Okay, don't have a flat open space like what's behind me. Okay, you shoot, your bullet continues, and there's maybe a road that passes by there. Somebody's in a minivan taking a family vacation. You shot around, it continues down range. It goes onto the road, hits the person in the minivan. You just killed the family that's on their way to, you know, a family vacation or something. Okay, if you're in a self-defense situation and you're being attacked, okay, you can't just pick up your gun and wildly shoot willy-nilly, okay, across the board. All All right, you are responsible for every single round that comes out of your gun, which is why you need training. Don't just take one class, the concealed carry class, pistol 1, pistol 2 class, and think that you're hot shit at the, with a gun. Okay, this is shooting is a diminishing skill. You need to practice on it all the time. Okay, if you don't shoot for a year, you're going to be rusty as hell. Same thing if you're playing a sport. Okay, baseball. If you don't play baseball for 2-3 years, you're not going to immediately get up to bat and start hitting home runs again. Okay, it just doesn't work that way. You need to practice on this. Okay? Get training with multiple people. Okay? Go training with your friends. Really inconsiderate, or pilots right by the airport here. Downsides of living by an airport. What can I say? But yeah, again, this is a diminishing skill. Okay, don't think that you can not do it for 6, 7, 8, 9 months and still be as good as you were when you stopped. Okay, always keep on training. I know it's hard with ammo prices, during 2020 and 2021 right now. Okay, look into other things. Dry firing. Just dry firing at your house, something like that. If you're going to dry fire, always make sure that the gun is clear. Check 2-3 times. If you have somebody else at the house, have them check. Okay, don't even keep ammunition in the same room as you if you're doing dry firing at home. I know it sounds extreme, but you never know when there could be an accident. Okay, one other thing I want to stress as far as know your target and what's beyond it. Okay, and never point your firearm at anything you're not willing to destroy is, let's say you're dry firing at home or cleaning your gun and you have a negligent discharge. Not an accidental discharge, because there's no such thing as an accidental discharge. It's a negligent discharge. Okay, you were negligent. Anytime that happens, you didn't follow one of the 4 safety rules. You could be in your house getting ready to clean your gun or dry fire practice, and you send a round accidentally, not accidentally, negligently, through your wall. That's going to continue into another wall, maybe to the house next door. If you live in an apartment, it could go through the neighbor's apartment and that neighbor's apartment, and it could hit somebody, maybe a kid sleeping in a bed. Okay, always know your target and what's beyond it, and never point your gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. Okay, for more safety tips, okay, or if you want to get better, be a better shooter, get some more practice, feel free to sign up for a class. If you don't want to sign up for one of our scheduled classes, you want private instruction, we do that too. Just hop on the website. The link's going to be down in the bio or the description. So when you have time, stop on by, and we'd love to have you as a student.